Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right. So now that everybody's here, let's get this thing underway. So, um, another episode of conversation today. I'm Philip. I go by Phil Coop Productions. So, I got two special guests here today. So, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Who's Bliss and Prince speaking to tonight?
I'm Bliss. I have been cosplaying since 2009, stepped away in 2015, and came back 2022. So, still very much an amateur cosplayer, but here I am.
All right.
Hello, this is Prince. I didn't know what cosplay was until way later. Because what was it? I was like, where are these costumes? Because it started off in Anime Las Vegas, actually. My friend invited me to one of those. And I was introduced to that. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't really get serious until 2016 as Yuna. But yeah, here we are now.
That's nice. Bliss, I didn't know you started cosplaying in 2009. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, way back in the day. My first cosplay was Uchiha Sasuke from Naruto. Not good, bro. It was not good. It was not good. But in 2015, I got pretty fed up with the toxicity in the community and I left. But then in 2020, I started vending full time at cons and Artist Alley. And I saw all the cosplayers and I got mad FOMO. So I picked it back up. So,
Well, hey, y'all both got to start somewhere, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen some things, heard some things, been around the block a couple times. Call me Jenny.
Really just around when I'm just whenever I'm in the mood, I just put the costume on. That's it. Because yeah, the whole community thing is just a mess. So
Yeah, it's
cosplay whenever I feel like it.
yeah, and it's like if you make your stuff, great. If you don't make your stuff, great. Canon, great. Not canon, it's great. Have fun.
Yeah,
Seriously. Like
just fun.
it's not that serious, y'all. Like relax.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right. So I have 20 questions. I divide them up into four sections. So that's 5 questions for each section. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So let's go into number one, origins and inspiration. Now, what moment made you realize cosplay was more than just a hobby, that it was something you wanted to invest yourself in as creators?
Hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You got any ideas, babe?
Honestly, I guess when how do I put it? Seeing children smile and just look up at the character that they love. There was one time where I was at Evo and I was dressed as June from Tekken 8. And I kid you not, this mother came out of nowhere. She was like, that's my daughter's favorite character. And her daughter was right there. She's like, oh my God, you're real. And she was so cute. Like her face lit up. We took a picture together. And she's like, oh, I'll definitely tell my husband about you too, because you're his main character. We spoke for a little bit, just I love getting that interaction when it comes to like a family and especially their kids. So that's pretty much how I see. I like to see the kids light up when they see their characters come to life, basically. But yeah.
Well, yeah, for me, I would definitely say when this may sound awful, but when I really started suffering for the craft, like doing shoots, like driving up to the mountains, like 5 a.m. on 1 hour of sleep, freezing cold, like working on props and like styling wigs. And it's like you get in this moment of like, why do I do this? It's like so hard, it's so difficult. But then you get the photos back and you're like, that's why. When you see the fruits of your labor, you know what I mean? Like when you like finally something comes of it, or like, like just like Prince says, when someone comes up to you and compliments you and like they really love your cosplay or ask you how you did something, it's like that feeling of achievement. It's like, it's like leveling up in a video game. You get that like little endorphin rush and you need more, you know what I mean? So I would say that probably happened really quick, especially when I picked it back up, because compared to like when I started in 2009, it was like the wild wild west back then. Like you didn't have YouTube tutorials, you didn't have anything, you know, you had no idea how to do anything. So now that there's so much guidance and there's so many ways to do something, and like I said, such a big community, definitely I would say when I picked it back up in like 2022 and started to take it really seriously with photo shoots, wig styling, and prop making and whatnot. Yeah, that happened really quick.
That's nice. That's nice.
Mhm.
And yeah, and I know back in the day there was no social media at all because
None, man.
most people just use message boards back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a kid, so I couldn't use any phones or anything. So, but yeah,
So young.
most people use message boards or pictures when doing like cosplay showcases and stuff.
They use like plasticky stuff. They what was it, like hair color just to do.
Oh, the spray.
Yeah, and it still worked. They still made it work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I respect that.
Like, dude, I'm still using Got2b spray and spiking gel that I picked up from 2009 on my wigs, dude. Like, you know, it's some things like, yeah, like there's a lot you can prove on, but some things, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So,
Hey, even if the old stuff gets a little, ages out, it can still be useful right now.
yeah,
And I can tell what you're using all this hair gel and stuff. It works.
yeah. Survived a drive from Wyoming, so.
Definitely, that works. So
Yeah.
don't forget, like, no matter what people say, keep using the old stuff. It will work.
It will work.
Mm, so,
You'd be amazed.
no. No. All right. Number 2, as individuals, your cosplay journeys began separately. Yes, it did. How did bringing your passions together change your relationship and art and your art?
Hmm.
So do you mean like just us individually or us as a couple? Because I would say those are two very different answers.
As a couple. The first part we covered, like when I said in that question, like your journeys began separately first,
Yeah.
and now that
Well,
you're together,
that's
It's
actually
It's Square Enix's fault.
is what?
I said Square Enix's fault.
I mean, heck yeah. I mean, well, yeah, that's actually that actually goes into perfectly about how we met and started dating. So Prince and I met at my artist alley table at Sin City Anime 2 years ago. One of our mutual friends, a friend of mine in Colorado, like she kept saying, she's like, I know this like really great cosplayer, like this cloud cosplayer. You gotta meet him, you gotta meet him. I was like, okay, bring him by my table. Cause I was gonna wear Tifa and she was gonna dress as Reno. So she was like, yeah, we gotta get pictures together. Like, bring him to my table, it's fine. And then when I met Prince, I was like, hey yo, you know what I mean? Granted, we were seeing other people back then,
Yeah.
but you know, if we weren't cosplaying Cloud and Tifa, it's very likely we might have not gotten together. Like, yeah, we have a natural chemistry, but like when you do ship cosplays, I feel like you embodying that character and the feeling that they have for each other, be it platonic or not, it still kind of seeps through a little bit. So because we both love Cloud and Tifa and we love Square Enix, it just kind of, built up from there.
And me with my oblivious butt, I had no idea. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I guess I really am Cloud because I know. I'm just like, okay, sure, whatever. When like
Yeah.
was like, oh, can we do this? And I was like, sure, I guess. I mean, cool. I
We
mean,
shot
that's
one TikTok together.
one
That's it.
TikTok. And I'm like, later on, I was like, oh, I didn't know. I thought it was just because you like that shipping. I didn't think it was like that.
I mean, yes, but
Well, hey, I knew that oh, hey, this is like a new person that I'm looking at here. I want to know all your like, your pros and cons, like your likes and dislikes. Because I can tell when y'all two, man, I was like, they probably knew a lot about each other first before they made this an actual thing with the whole cosplaying art and
yeah,
duo going together at once. It just like baby steps at first.
Honestly, we just clicked. It's like we felt
yeah.
each other for a long time. I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from, but it just worked. It just
Literally, the moment we met again, it felt like Cloud and Tifa. Like we're not childhood friends, but we just kind of. It's like we were. I can't explain it. It's weird.
Hey, love at first sight.
I mean, for me, it was.
But hey,
It took Prince a couple years.
but there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you like who you
Strict guy.
like. It don't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Number two, looking back, how has your approach to cosplay evolved from your first character to where you are today?
Oh boy. When I
Oh wow. Yeah, go ahead, dude.
yeah, no, when I see, this is why I hold on to my old photos, because you just look at them, be like, damn, I was like that. But you learn, you start somewhere, because when I did Rito, I just did the gel and just put the wig on. That was it. I had no idea you had to tease and blow dry and everything. So that's pretty much how I knew the basic ways of doing wigs. I didn't do this, by the way. I got this commission because I just don't have time. I don't. Okay. And I'm not that skilled. I want to be, but I just don't have the time for it. But other than that, always hold on to your photos. Don't throw it away, because that you won't see how much you improved. And also makeup. Like, I learned how to do makeup better. What was it? I'm like, oh, this is what you have to do. Oh, contouring, and because all I did was put on contacts and put the wig on. That was it. So yeah, that's pretty much how I did it.
I mean, yeah, honestly, same. Like I said, way back in 2009, we didn't know any of this stuff.
No.
Like, especially now, like, same thing for me. I grew up like very strict Chinese household, so I was not allowed to put on makeup, like, at all. All of my makeup skills I probably learned within the last year. And, like, same thing with my wig styling, like, with, like, the crimping and the steaming and the spiking and, like, the using the little, like, separators, like, again, I learned that all from social media. So, like, as the internet grew, so did my cosplay skills. You know what I mean? And then especially with, like, crossplaying, back then, the idea, like, of a binder didn't even exist to me,
Mhm.
right? Or those, like, silicone male chests or, like, female chests, all of that wasn't even a thing back then.
No.
Like, even taping your face, no one was doing that back then. So just going online, going to conventions, talking to people, networking, definitely there's been a lot of leveling up with, like, cosplaying, especially in recent years. It's pretty amazing to see.
Mhm.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, listen. Always keep a hold of those photos. Like me, all the adventures I've been on, I don't delete my photos. If I need to clear out space on my phone, I just put it in a hard drive or something so I can save for later. Make sure you have hard drives. You need those.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a few hard drives, but I need to go to the store and get another one just in case. But yeah,
Yeah.
you want to make sure you have like preferences. You want to have like references you can use for
Yeah.
future cosplays that you can do. That way you won't lose track of what you're trying to build.
Right.
Well, and it's just nice to look back on, like, it's like, dang, I thought that looked good, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, dang, you just be like, wow, I'm proud of myself. Look how much I improved with my craft.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, guys, don't lose those photos. You're gonna
Absolutely not. And I'm not even ashamed to show them. I'm not.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, look, this is how much I improved. So you guys, we all start somewhere. It's okay.
there you go. There you go. Number four, who were the first people in the cosplay community that made you feel welcome or inspired you to push further?
Oh. Well, Yaya Han was a really big one for me. Like, I can't remember exactly when it was. I might be dating myself with this, but I remember I was, like, in a hotel room and, like, Heroes of Cosplay came on, and I was like, "What in the world is this? A show about cosplay?" And then they were featured Yaya, and for me, that was the first time seeing someone that looked like me in this space getting some attention. So that was a really big deal for me, and I met Yaya, I think in 2021 at Anime Magic in Chicago, and that was phenomenal. I know people always say don't meet your heroes, but that's a prime example of, like, a very positive experience for me. So she really sticks out in my mind. But I mean, honestly, just my own personal cosplay friends and photographer friends really come to mind, you know? It's important to have that support group.
Yeah, that's me with pretty much just the small circle of friends,
Yeah.
photographers. Don't get me wrong, like there are some times where there was one person I was really excited to meet. It was Jihatsu. I just love his One Piece cosplays that he do, and like he puts his own spin on it. So there's that, like, and the thing is, like, when it comes to like, meeting your heroes, I'm like, why are you guys so far? So when I hear that they're going to be guesting in my town or whatever, I be excited to like try to catch them, because who knows when you'll get that chance again. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much, we're on the same page here. Just the circle of friends, because they do build you up. They do. I like the support they give you. They'd be like, "Oh man, you should be like that. You be up there. We got you, dude." I like that.
I agree. I agree. You gotta make sure you have of a support group. Like, I've been, I have my family is my support group. I met so many people since college, and now I'm doing this is here. So many people are liking my content because I've been talking to so many individuals and sharing their backgrounds. But it's nice that you guys get a chance to go to all these conventions, showcase your artwork, make those kind of
Yeah.
connections so people can understand where you're coming from. Now, don't judge me. Now, listen, don't judge me, guys. But when I was talking to one of the local people in my hometown, Savannah, she's a SCAD student. I actually got emotional in my last episode. Like,
Oh.
I was actually crying.
Oh.
We're human. It's fine.
So,
Yeah, what's wrong with crying?
so
Come
I just got
on.
emotional, and I
That's why
just
I
showed my
love Zach.
vulnerability.
That's why I love Zach. We love a man that's not afraid to cry, man.
So,
Yeah.
you'll see that in the other episode I
Okay.
did last week. But yeah,
Yeah.
she was a very sweet person. Her name is Gianna
Mm,
Russo. But yeah, her story kind of touched my heart. So that's when the tears start flowing.
Wow.
gotcha. Well, let us flow, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta have those, like, sometimes in life we be at crossroads, as in like, what am I doing this all for?
100%. Oh my God, yeah. 100%.
I
Like,
love that moment.
seriously. Like, I think that's part of why things get so heated, you know, in the community sometimes, because we put so much time, effort, and money into it that people feel entitled to things. But it's like, no, it's it's not like that.
No, it's
You know what I mean? You got to do this for the love of it. You got to do it for self-love. You know what I mean?
like
Yeah,
doing this.
and listen, cosplay, it's an art, and you
Yeah.
guys are people like me talking to you guys. It's an art here. Like, I found something else to do. Like, pretty much, you guys are not gonna see me cosplaying this lifetime. I'm pretty much gonna be like the tech guy with the camera, but it's okay to document my adventures too.
Yeah. We need guys like you too.
So
Mhm.
definitely. Um, Last question, then we're going to be out of this section. How do your personal identities and life experiences influence the characters you choose to portray? Because I think I saw a few cosplayers who do like some kind of, like, I don't know, maybe some kind of like tragedy or something. They like to portray a character like in a show that's gone to like some kind of like, trauma or something. So can you walk us through that?
Well, I mean, I can definitely agree with the trauma part. I mean, that, but I said a little bit earlier, like this hobby requires so much time, effort, money, suffering, you know what I mean? Like literally I've lost feelings in two of my fingers
Yeah,
on my
tell me.
left hand from injury doing this, dude. Like uh I wouldn't do it if I didn't feel a genuine connection with the character. So it's usually something that I can relate to with the character. Typically, it's trauma. Typically, it's being parentified as a child or being a caretaker. Or honestly, if I just like something that they like. Like for example, I cosplayed a Vocaloid recently. I cosplay Silas. They like singing, but I have to have some sort of connection with the character. Like, be like sometimes it's gender, sometimes it's background, but I need to have something. If it's one thing, sure. Like it could be as simple as I like their color palette, I like the way that they look, but typically it's a deeper connection than that. It's a kinship. That's why they say we kin characters. You know what I mean? So I personally, that's how it is for me.
I'm more of a goofy type of person.
I
Sora,
know. I
Sora.
know.
Like I look, as much as I love to be Cloud and everything, Sora is it for me because I'm like, I can't stay serious as Cloud. I just can't. But so Sora works out perfectly along with Gojo because like I just love the personality, especially Gojo, because he works with kids. I work with kids. So I kid you not, there was one I wore a shirt of Gojo and they're like, oh, I love your shirt. I'm like, oh, thank you. I got some anime fans here. So, yeah, speaking of Halloween, I cannot wait to be Gojo to these kids for Halloween because, listen, it just works. And plus, with me laughing a lot, come on, who doesn't want this cheerful cinnamon roll that you call me? Cinnamon rolls? Was it Bliss? Huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
so sweet.
Like I'm more of a just a positive cinnamon roll person. So, like, yes, when it comes to, like Sora, Gojo, those are it. Like they fit my personality perfectly. And there are some characters where I'm just like, oh, that's a cool outfit. I want to rock that. So yeah, like Emma Frost, for example.
Yeah,
So I was
you know,
like this, but let me be a baddie for once.
yeah. So it's just like, if it's just got to be something I like. If I can
Mhm.
relate to the character, which typically, yeah, sure. But if it's like, oh, I like how they look, I think I would look good.
Give it a shot.
There's that.
I,
Yeah.
I was about to say, Prince, you could try Joker next time since you like the comedic side possible. But yeah, I think listening, but I understand and like your personalities. I know, like, because one thing I will say is that I've been paying attention to a lot of shows I've been watching. Because I know that now since I'm 25 now. I just turned 25 this month, so I'm starting to get older and wiser and understand the context behind the cosplays, the shows and movies I be watching. Sometimes, like, some of these characters do have a backstory that makes it feel like, oh, they're still going to that anger and resentment today. So I was paying attention mostly in that. It's okay if I give a little example.
Sure.
Sure. So, by the way, I just finished watching season 7 of My Hero Academia right before I got online with you guys because the final
Okay.
season's next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I was watching the scene in the episode called "I Am Here," and I was also watching the episode called "A Girl's Ego." Something that caught my attention when Todoroki and Uraraka defeated Dabi and Himiko Toga simultaneously back to back. They was talking about how like Dob was trying to get Endeavor's attention, but parents are going to be busy. They got other stuff to be doing. So Endeavor felt bad for not being there for his son at Staccato Peak, whatever it was called. I think it was. So
Yeah.
he felt bad. I said, poor Endeavor. But like I said before, parents are going to be dead. Endeavor was busy. He was trying to surpass All Might. He couldn't be there for his kids.
Right.
So he felt bad after, they had to freeze up Dobby at the end of that episode. So,
Yeah.
go ahead. If you were trying
Oh
to.
no, sorry. I'm just Endeavor is like one of like the top of my list of characters I'll never forget. So
Yeah.
I have some feelings on him, but
Yeah.
continue.
And then when I was watching A Girl's Ego with Ochako Uraraka and Himiko Toga,
Yeah.
they told Himiko Toga's backstory of how, her parents were saying, we gave birth to something inhumane. But at the end of the episode, I was like, okay, instead of saying that, why didn't you help your daughter out? Like, why couldn't you help her through the trauma that she was going through?
Yeah.
Because basically what you did, you made it worse and turned it into something even worse than what she was before.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Ochako was trying to reason with the sorrow in her heart. But basically, she just kept yelling at her. She stabbed her, of course. But that was like one of the most powerful episodes I ever seen out of the series. Because I kind of felt like, try to help your kids out. Like, if you see where I'm going with all this.
Yeah. No, 100%, man. I think that's why we love these characters so much, because like obviously like we're not the same, right? We're human. We don't have quirks. We don't have Mako. We don't have like powers, but that kind of trauma is almost universal, right? Like almost anybody can relate to that. Like no one will like your parents always say, "Oh, I tried my best," but that doesn't mean you didn't mess up,
Right.
right? So it's like we can relate to that, and I think that's why things like anime and video games is so universal for so many of us. It brings us together and it drives us to do stuff like this. You know,
Right.
be it cosplay, the podcast, photography, whatever. The characters connect us because we understand what it's like.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and they keep saying video games are just for fun. I finished playing Shadow Generations 2 nights ago because it was my
mhm.
first time playing. I felt bad for Shadow when he had to lose Maria again at the end of that game.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, no, don't Maria, don't go away again. But she kept telling and Maria that Maria told Shadow that I'll always be with you, whether she's dead or alive.
Yeah.
So, but Shadow had to go and help Sonic and the others. But he felt bad that he couldn't save Maria again.
Mhm.
So he had to move on. And I kind of felt bad for him because it's like, like he lost something precious to him at the beginning back in Sonic Adventure 2. Now we get back to Sonic Generations, Shadow Generations. He had to lose her again, which is really something he did not want to go through again.
That pissed me off, honestly. I'm like, man, what? So
No, but yeah, again, that's kind of universal, right? Like we kind of have to go through things we don't want to.
Mhm.
That's how you grow. That's how you level up. Sucks, but that's how it be sometimes. I don't know.
Always rainbows.
Edgelord, I like Shadow too, so I clearly got a type.
Yeah. But yeah, and so I got so deep into these like relating
Nah,
to real life
dude.
stuff because
Like,
I like doing that when these in this podcast, like relaying these pop culture
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
into like real life situations.
that's why we're here, man. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna have a conversation. So,
definitely.
no, do it, man.
So yeah, now I
Yeah.
want to play Shadow Generations again, but I don't want to get to that scene where he
Right.
loses Maria again. It's gonna be sad,
Emotional damage.
No.
but but it's part of the game. I can't do nothing to change it.
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing too. Like people play these games, but now that I'm starting to understand the context of this game, they tell amazing stories. So I've been playing more stories than multiplayer matches. I need to get back to playing multiplayer matches, but I've been paying attention to more stories than the gameplay and the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, all
Nice.
right. I know I rambled a lot in that one, but now we're on section 2, style and process. Um,
Yeah.
when you create comedic or creative content, what's the brainstorming process like between the two of you? Do you bounce ideas until it sticks, or do you have defined roles in making content?
Whatever
Um,
yeah, whatever works. We like where
yeah.
depending on the sound as well, would be like, oh, this will go perfect with these two characters, what have you. Like you do this one or I do that, vice versa, just whatever works.
Yeah, we just like we'll be just like scrolling, and if I find something that's like, oh, it would work for these characters, we just send it to each other so we have like a way to reference it later, and then when we get together, we just make it. And we film it or like take the pictures, and then we just kind of coordinate together when to post it. So just in constant communication with each other. Algorithms are great like that. They'll show you a lot of the same things of what you like. So
Hey, listen, with y'all two, and I taught this before with Carl Sweetie and Freckle Bites and the previous one, communication is key. Y'all
Yes.
got to
yeah,
communicate between each other, even if y'all not in the same room or anything. As long as y'all like talk between messages, because I know most people will like to oh, I don't just do phone calls or FaceTime, whatever works for y'all. But it's nice that y'all get to sit down and try to brainstorm. Like, if it has to take you like at least a month or two until y'all get everything figured out, at least take the time because this is the cosplay. This, like I said before, cosplays are art. You want to make sure this is a masterpiece. So when we go to conventions, they'll be like, hey, they took their time and came out with all the details.
mhm.
Right.
Yeah, it's like I said, a lot of work. You know what I mean? But we have fun with it too.
Yes.
I never strive for perfection.
Yeah, of course. There is one thing that caught my attention from one of the posts I saw back then, not from y'all, but it was someone else. And then I talked to this guy who went to Bold Missouri. I was at Bold Missouri in June.
Nice.
He told me that he worked on his costume for at least a year because it was a lot of detail.
Yeah, I believe it.
Believe it.
Crazy stuff. And then I saw, Damon Mills as Frieza. He's a voice actor.
Mm,
He took pictures with these two people who dressed up as Whis and Bottles from Dragon Ball Super. I was like,
nice.
oh my god, they got all the details down. Like they did not, like you should have seen the picture with those two cosplayers. It was an S-class masterpiece.
Oh, I believe it.
I
Especially
Like,
believe you, dude.
me.
Some people, this is their job. You know what I mean? It's insane.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that could be their job.
Yeah,
To be like a guest for their convention, whatever. It's,
yeah. It's
listen,
insane.
listen, you guys are talented. Please do not give up on your talent, okay? Do something extraordinary. I
We're
tell
just
you,
here for fun, though, man. Like, I appreciate it, but we're just here for funsies.
I understand. Listen, keep doing what you like doing, but don't lose yourself in it now. Don't lose
Oh,
yourself in
yeah.
no,
No.
that's a big different topic.
it. There you go. Because same thing when I talk to people, I don't lose myself in it. I try to make sure, because I know by the time I get to know, I'm going to get tired of talking to everybody, but I would just want to just take a break and enjoy life for a bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, those cosplayers took a lot of time. Like from what I heard from them, it took them like 2 years to get those costumes complete. 2 years.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not kidding. It took them 2 years.
I believe it. I believe it 100,000%.
Especially if it's like an armor piece, then yeah, I
Yeah,
can
dude.
take
Seriously.
So
now
Yeah.
like
and like prop weapons to go with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my God.
I told them I was like, I give y'all an A plus because those outfits that I saw with you and Damon Mills, that was out of this world.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Um, number 7, cosplay is both art and performance. Now, how do you balance the craftsmanship with the storytelling and humor you're known for?
Lily, bless you got that one?
Um, well, it really depends on the character. You know what I mean? Like, if I vibe with the character more, I feel like I can embody it a lot better. That's why I feel like I have to have this connection with the character, so it's easier to play that character. I mean, I've also dabbled in a little bit of like burlesque and other types of performance, but I've never done like a cosplay competition, so I can't really speak on that. But it depends on really what medium of performance you're really looking at. So if you're just like doing like a photo shoot, for me, it helps to look up reference photos and things like that, or like other cosplayers that have done it. But for me, it all comes a lot more naturally if I really relate to the character. And again, I kind of have to, if I'm going to put in all this time and effort with the wig styling and the prop making and like alterations, things like that. So that's me personally. I can't speak for you, babe, but
Oh no,
that's how I see it.
really like part of it, what you said with the whole looking at pictures for references and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm pretty much on the same boat with being what was it relating to the character to make it work. So yeah, pretty much yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like it helps if you know the source material, but I also don't believe in the, oh, you got to be a real fan to cosplay this character. No, if you like
Right.
it, do
Yeah.
it. But it obviously helps if you know, like if you understand where the character came from. So for me, do your research,
Research.
learn a little bit. It's, because it's if you don't, it's gonna show, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna look really stiff. But that's why I also like to work with, like, if I know the cosplayer that I'm doing the photo shoot well, or if I know the photographer well, that helps as well because then we can really, like, bounce ideas off of each other. And for me, I need a photographer that could really tell me how to pose because I'm not going to see what the photographer's seeing through the lens. So they got to tell me, move this, move that, fake out a little bit. And if you're not comfortable with telling me that, I know that we're not going to create any magic here. So for me, it's also working with people that I'm comfortable with, that I like, that I have a good time with. Because otherwise, it's not going to look good. I'm going to be stiff. I'm going to tense up. So yeah, the
Yeah.
vibe's got to be good.
Mhm.
100%.
It's like, please tell me what I'm doing. Because
Li-
if you then the picture's gonna be weird.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Listen, I can't stress this enough with you guys. I can't stress this enough. Make sure you do your research on these characters. Because like I told y'all before, I had to do research on YouTube before I came on here, because otherwise I'd just be talking. So, because thing is, because I know with most cosplayers, they will do research on a character and be like, okay, this is what the character looks like, this is what their personality is. Let's see if I can try to create something and make sure the cosplay links up just as what I picture on. Because you know how most of these voice actors in these shows and movies, they do these things. They have to research the character. They have to read the manga. Now
Yeah,
some of them
Yeah.
don't read the manga. They just find other ways to figure out what this person is about. And it's like, okay, how can I apply my personality to this character that they're telling me to direct? That's what they have to
yeah,
figure out what they have to do when they get into the voice box in the studio. So pretty much in the same thing, in your case, you as cosplayers want to figure out how you can put your personality in these characters as well.
yeah, absolutely. You know, like we're not these characters, but if you can find that connection that feels natural, the rest comes together.
Together. Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, remember,
Hmm.
always make sure you do your research.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm not just
agree.
talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well.
Yeah.
So number 8, how do photography and videography play in your vision of cosplay? Do you see yourself documenting costumes or creating alternate worlds through imagery?
Yeah, definitely. Like I would say on an individual level, like I said, with like the connections, but like with me and Prince, definitely with like our ship cosplays, you know, I think that us relating to the characters that we cosplay and then using our chemistry to bring it together, I think it's created some really powerful things. And I think
Yes.
that's definitely shown with the reaction to what we've been posting, to us being together, and like just all around meeting and talking to people that also love this media, that also love Square Enix, Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts. You know, it's been great. You know, like sure, it's good to have good tech, good equipment, and all of that, but I've seen people do amazing stuff on their phones. You know
Yes.
what I mean? If you love what you're doing, it's gonna show through in your work.
It will.
You know what I mean? Like, if you put in the effort, you put in the work, like, even if it's not perfect, if you're happy, like, some of the best photos that I've ever taken, even when I'm, like, doing really stoic, really, like, emo edgelord characters, the ones that the photographer catches when I'm smiling and I'm laughing, caught off guard, totally candid, those turn out really well too, because 'cause I'm having a good time. So, I
Like
think that
I didn't have my Sora gloves on, and the pictures were
yeah.
so immaculate. Like, look, I want to make this into a poster. Like,
God, we tore up his entire house looking for those damn gloves, and I was like, "You just go without it, babe,"
I
and
was so
everything was still perfect.
it turned
You
out
know what
right.
I mean? We had fun. That's what really mattered. So, yeah, like, sure, it was great to get professional photos, but we had such a good time. We had so much fun, and we were so happy that it
Yes.
was perfect. So, that's really how I see it. Like, yeah, it's great to have tech, it's great to have lighting and all of that, tripods, but if you're enjoying what you do and love what you create, because for me, like, doing this, don't get me wrong, the followers, the likes, the engagement is great, but that's not why I do it. I do it really to have a place to post the labors of my like, the fruits of my labor, to show what I did, you know what I mean? To kinda have a portfolio. It if your reason for doing this is to, like, get an audience and to grow, that's great, but understand that that's not gonna be you might be disappointed is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's kind of where I am with that.
That never focus on likes and everything, because it will get you upset and just makes you want to quit. And I was like, that's
Yeah,
what play is all about. You're just doing it for funsies. What you're doing it for yourself.
yeah, 100%. So, for me, it's just more of, like, a way of documenting, a good way of showing, "Hey, this is what I did," you know what I mean? Everything else is just secondary.
Yes.
Yeah. And listen, I can relate to you guys, back then, and it took me now to understand like why this is important. Like, back then when I was in college, I graduated from college from 2019 to 2023. I did
Mhm,
photography. I took pictures of models, but
mhm,
I was just focused on just taking pictures of models. Like I didn't take the time to understand the context of why I was doing all these photos. So
mhm.
after a while, I just kind of like, like we get to now 2025, like I said back in April, and I told Bliss about what happened before you came on
Yeah.
here, Prince.
Ooh,
I put it back on the shelf and decided to pick up this doing podcasting because back then when I was in college, I did do 3 documentaries. Yes, I did do 3 documentaries. I talked to a lot of people, interviewing people, and I figured, hey, maybe I should get back into it. So pretty much people who I talked to in the pre-sale said this is like independent journalism. I didn't
Hmm.
think of it that way until I started
Yeah.
until I just started picking up the microphones and my computer and just start talking to people. So one thing that someone told me, it was a voice actor that I talked to like 5 weeks ago. He was from the fourth My Hero movie. He's saying, dude, there are so many actors today in video games, in movies, in TV shows, in New York, Texas, and Los Angeles that are just in it to be famous. And that's a sad life, I feel. I mean, I guess you
Yeah.
find happiness and fame, I suppose. And then we both agree with what I said. I said, but that's not the whole point of all this.
that's
Like, don't just do it just to be famous or for the likes or engagement. Do it because you like the passion and the art of it.
absolutely.
Yeah. 100%. Like that stuff is great, but that can't be the sole reason for this. You know what I mean? Like there's so much more to life than that.
Yeah. And me and Gianna, we had a conversation about that too in my last episode. Like it's all about the journey, not the destination.
100%.
Yes.
So like me, I stopped. So I decided to do something that was more because I was like, let me just stick to what I'm good at. I'm good at talking out to people. I'll leave the photography stuff to the experts, but to be honest, I just want to have a quiet life at the end when I'm done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fair
So
enough.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Not at all.
Mhm.
So let's see. Number 9, what's a detail in your work that casual viewers might miss, but that you have personally loved to include?
Hmm. Well, for me, I mean, it's definitely something I'm just getting into, but definitely prop making. I recently started 3D printing, and that's definitely been something that I really want people to see. Um, and wig styling too, like I told you, I have been doing that since 2009, and my skills have definitely gotten better. So those details are super important to me as well, because you'd be surprised what one little thing can like do to change a wig, like especially like crimping and like the steaming and like the styling. Yeah, definitely that is something that I really want to highlight in my cosplays.
Probably just my makeup, really, because don't get me wrong. Like, there are some wigs I can do, but not crazy like spikes like these. Um, what was it? Because like when it comes to doing makeup, you want to catch that character. You want to make that pop. Because there's one where I did do Yuna, and keep in mind she has different colored what was it, contacts, and they're like, "Oh, you got the contacts too!" Like that's cool. So I was like, "Oh yeah, they are different color."
You put them in there.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, okay, well there you go." And especially when you what was it? Especially when you do like, okay, here's the thing: you doing a male character, and then you're doing a female character. So yeah, I'm honestly am amazed when people point out the contacts. I'm just like, okay, I thought it was something else, but no, you'd be amazed that people point out like the very small thing. And I'm just over here like, what about everything else?
I was gonna say, little Prince, are you happy with the contacts?
Yeah, I'm happy with the contacts.
Then
I'm
that's what matters.
Yeah, that's what that. I'm just laughing at how they're like, "Oh, they got the content." Because I'm like, do you not see anybody else do the same thing with you? I'm just curious.
Not everybody does, babe. Not
Not
everybody
everybody.
puts in the work, like,
Oh, but hey,
yeah.
Who cares? Who cares what they
who
think?
cares? Who cares? Well, all in all, like to me, yes, I feel like makeup is for me because like you're doing also, doing both male and female,
Yeah.
and it's so funny confusing people.
Well, yeah, and like everybody's got different face shapes, like or like different eye shapes. People always ask me, they're like, why do you put on eyeshadow even when you cosplay dudes? I'm like, because dudes have deep set eyelids.
Do
You know what I mean? Like there's got, that's theater magic right there. It's not about masculine or feminine. It's about ways you can change yourself just enough to look like the character respectfully. Okay, respectfully. None of the, taping your eyes or
oh,
changing your skin color. Okay, like ways that you can do work with what you have to embody this character. Because you are you
Nice.
playing the character. You are
okay.
not the character. You know what
Here,
I mean?
Exactly. Like it's
Yeah,
not real. It's not real. And I like
100%.
how you mentioned blackface because I think you saw
Oh
that
yeah.
I did an interview with
all seen it.
I
Oh
I
yeah,
think
dude.
I think you both saw that I did an interview with Destiny and the others.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
were talking about that point because I was like they were saying all kinds of disgusting things.
It's awful, dude.
And I
Like,
was
Like they're really the way they sat there and said that we're being too sensitive, we're not doing this to mock anybody, but yet
yeah.
your other platform, you are mocking us black people, posting memes of blackface people. So I'm just like, Destiny was right. So you guys got pissed off at
Yeah.
me for
Like
being
you should
maybe
they like the way Destiny us they like the way how I called them out on one of my videos because I was trying to figure out who this Joker was because you should have seen my funny dialogue because at first I was like I'll take that he put his tail between his legs and run for 500 and I was like because his real name was Sergey, he's Russian because he
Yeah.
turned the translator off for his username. I was like,
Yeah.
and you know what else is so interesting, Sergey? You have over 62.2K followers on your page and you turn off the translator for your full name. You don't want people to know what your real name is.
Mhm.
I mean,
And
outside
then
of that,
and
like
I was like, there are a lot of diverse people and cosplayers on this
yeah.
platform, Sergey, and I think that's why you were so quick to change your name. I think this got you some attention, and someone called out your real name. You changed that real quick, trying to hide. You can't hide. You should have said nothing, motherfucker.
Internet's forever, y'all.
Well, and it's like, I don't know, maybe listen to the voices of like people that are in this community and are the race that you are trying to emulate. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
yes, you're Russian, and like that doesn't have a history
Mhm.
where you're from, but where we're from, it does. And you need to listen to people when they tell you that it's wrong.
Yeah,
Like it's again, like I hate it when people say it's not that deep, it's not that deep. That's just a way to deflect accountability. It's like, yes, it is.
it is.
Mhm.
Yes, it is. That's why we're telling you. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Again, we're not the characters. We are us being the characters.
Yeah.
It's
The
two
dude
completely different things.
who sat there and said that they're not racist, but you called us racist.
Seriously, such a problem. You know what I mean? Like I talked to Prince about this a lot. Like I was made fun of a lot for being Asian, but then like when social media became a thing, Kendall Jenner was like tugging on her eyes, and then it was like really cool. You know what I mean? It's really frustrating to see how people can just discount our feelings when we are constantly hurt for things that we can't help, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a right way and a wrong way. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's just how it
And the
works.
fact, and the fact that she was going to do a pedo hentai, I was like,
Ah.
I was like, really? You going full Jeffrey Epstein on us?
I know.
Again, if you do it for the likes and the attention, yeah, there you go. You got it.
You got it.
Congratulations. But don't be upset when you get the bad that comes with the good. You
Good.
know what I mean? Like I said, you're going to be disappointed.
You know, and like I
Yeah, the
said,
internet is not a nice place.
yeah, it ain't. It's one giant small town.
Mm,
So
keeps getting smaller, man.
yeah,
It
it
keeps getting
is.
smaller.
This is number 10, and then we'll be in the next session that will be halfway done. Um, have there been moments where your creative collaboration surprised you, where an idea turned out differently and better than either of you expected?
Hmm.
I don't think I had that moment.
I mean, a couple times. Uh, did a burlesque number once as Zach, and that was my one and only drag king number. That was great.
Yeah.
um, that was great. But I mean, to be totally honest with you, Phil, I know this is probably gonna sound really braggy, but this kind of happens like all the time. Like I go into a project with a character, and it's not that I expect it to be bad. Like maybe there's a little bit of that because I'm really hard on myself, but I always get photos back and it's like, dude, that looks really good. Again, it's just seeing that fruits of my labor and it's like, wow, that actually turned out really good. And I think you can echo this too, babe, when we did our photo shoots together.
Mhm.
Because Prince never really did a lot of like romantic type of photo shoots. So I really had to guide him in the poses and the things like that. I definitely noticed that with Prince as well. Sometimes you just try something and it ends up good, and for me, that's kind of been a consistent thing. It's been quite pleasant, so,
Mhm.
yeah.
Hey, especially you gotta redo it, redo it, and redo
Yeah,
it until it's fixed. There's
yes,
nothing wrong with that. You know how many
100%.
times do you know how many times I died in a game and then I had to retry before I die?
Mhm. No, because there was a time where I thought we had two kids, but I'm like, oh no, they want to seem like we're kissing, not kid. I'm like, oh, so sit still and let the sunshine capture that moment. Okay, gotcha. Because I'm over here like, what do you mean? Are we kissing or not?
Well, and that's just it. That's like you're constantly learning, you're constantly gaining new skills in this. So because I've done a couple of those, I was able to guide Prince, and then like it just, like I said, you never like know how the shot came out, but when it all comes together, it's fantastic.
Yes.
You want to make sure it's perfect, and it's nice that you be able to experience someone who's done this before. They can guide you every step. It's okay. It's okay to have a little romantic stuff in there. Just make sure they know how it goes
Yeah.
before it goes. Yeah, you get the point. So, but yeah, man, just make sure, like Prince. I think it's nice that you have someone who can guide you through some of those tough shots because it's something you've never done before.
Because you're gonna see me as a lost puppy, not knowing what the hell we're doing. I'm like, tell me what we're doing. So I kept asking, what are we doing? And especially when you go on
Yeah,
that,
I'm cosplaying the puppy right now, but it's fine.
and you got on that boulder, I said, absolutely not.
And I'm sitting here like, I was like, babe, like I've gone in the cold lakes. I have climbed even bigger boulders, I've been outside. I told you I did my first shoot as Zach with, an Aerith. I did that on an hour of sleep and we left the apartment at like 4:30 in the morning in the mountains of Colorado, dude. Like, so that's why when we got on that teeny little boulder and Prince was like freaking out, I was like, because I'm talking about our Cloud and Tifa shoot where I was sitting on that boulder. Like Prince was freaking out, like that's so high up, and I was like,
To me, that was high up.
yeah, nah, babe,
You
I'm
can
from
see it
Colorado.
too.
Come on.
The way the photographer
Good.
said, climb, I said no. Climb
No,
on
I
it.
can't tell you, Phil, how many times where like I would be like getting on a rock or like crossing a river, and I'm like, dude, if this is how I go, it's been legit. It's been real, man. Like,
You know, when you see someone climbing high and you just suddenly get hit with this vertigo, that was what was happening. I was like, oh, I'll just be
like even for our Sora Riku shoot, like I got on that railing, like that was
really.
really high up, dude. Prince was
No,
like
but
freaking
please,
out.
I'll
Like,
fall. I'm looking at like you lost your mind.
so
But it wasn't that bad.
no.
That spot's not bad versus the
Did I
pole.
die? No.
No, you didn't.
Did I die though?
Like you hit the concrete by a building versus I don't know where you're gonna end up at down those rocky areas. I'm just saying. I'm just saying if there's an accident.
There
Yeah,
you go.
thankfully not yet. Knock on
Yeah.
wood. Knock on wood.
Whatever challenge. Well, hey, here's the thing. Whatever challenges y'all get thrown at, you guys will figure out together. I have no doubt
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, for sure.
It took yeah, it worked. It still worked.
We got the shot. Like
There
I
you
told
go.
you, we got the shot. It was magic.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I didn't die, so
All right, all right, all right, guys. We are officially now halfway done. So, number three, challenges and experience. So, every creative journey has bumps. What's a time something went wrong in cosplay? A prop breaking, a skit flopping, a convention mat mishap that you now look back on and laugh about?
Oh my gosh, Genshin. Okay, Genshin got these accessories for no
Oh,
damn reason. I'm like, why you guys have all this stuff? So I plan to cosplay Tartaglia at ALA. I was excited and everything. Guys, accessories. I got the wig, all that jazz. And then I kid you not, the moment I put it on, because there was a what was it? There was a gathering. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's go. The moment I stepped out the door, the accessory just started falling apart. And I'm just like, what? I didn't even get to the con yet. It's already breaking. I lost parts of was it like the belt piece? And I'm just like, I should have just stayed wearing Cloud that day. I was so livid. But I was like, you know, it is what it is. They know who my character is. And we get to the gathering. There is nowhere to stand in the gathering. They picked the bad spot where nobody knew what the hell they were doing. I'm just over here like, I'm not doing this again. So yeah, it was bad. And they're like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna be that many people. I'm just looking at this person that set it up. I'm just like, kitchen's popular. What do you mean? You had no idea it was gonna be that many people. So I'm just like, yeah, when it comes to the gotcha stuff, yeah, you can't pick the stairs there. You just can't.
yeah,
So
those gotcha cosplays have so many details.
got way many details. I was like, oh
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. It's like you're gonna see the character for 2 seconds, but they got like everything. Like
my.
I can't remember which Genshin character a friend of mine was cosplaying because like, we like me and my friends, we like to go up to the mountains and we all like to shoot together, even if it's not like from the same fandom. Oh, I can't remember. I think it was Albedo, one of those characters, but like it's a Genshin character. Literally, we had to watch a Doki Doki video on how to put everything on. There were so many freaking jingle jangles, and I was like, why? Why? It's a gotcha game. They're gonna be on the screen for a minute. Because I don't play these games, okay? I don't play these games, so why y'all playing? Like, why so many like keychains and jingle jingles? Like,
I had to keep pausing videos for the tutorials. And I was like, wait, okay, so this goes
yeah,
there. That's my
always Genshin, always Genshin, man.
I'm like, I need to stop doing
Oh,
Genshin.
This is why
Lord
I
have
do love in
mercy.
deep space, okay?
Like Genshin is, I love the costumes, but holy
So I
hell.
do love in deep space. It's just regular clothes, and they're hot.
Well, hey, you get what you want. Genshin Impact's really huge, so you're gonna
Yeah,
expect a lot of people to pull out all the stops and to make sure these costumes are very appeasable and S class leveled for
yeah,
people for cons to check out.
yeah, for real, dude. Like, I have so much respect for Genshin and Honkai Star Rail cosplayers because those outfits are insane, dude.
Well, see, at least Don Hung wasn't that bad. So I actually enjoyed that one versus
Mm.
the ones I have in my closet. I said, I don't know if I want to wear you again. But then there's one more I do want to do is Risley. I just love his aesthetic. Let me behave.
You don't have to, babe. Just for you, babe.
He's hot, okay? Like, damn. Like he's
That
like
motherfucker.
like this grunge officer with the scar. Like, oh, hold up, hello, sir.
What can I say? You like broken men.
I do. Prime example, Bliss.
So say because backstories, we don't need to get into mine, but like darkness. Anyway, I mean, for me, it's kind of funny because I keep bringing it back to my burlesque. I haven't done it in a long time, but it was always during burlesque numbers. It's always when you're live that something goes wrong. Like I would practice these numbers for hours on end, like in the hotel room, because I'd get so nervous. Nothing would happen, but when I'm on that stage, something always happens. Microphone cuts out, sound issues, zippers get caught.
Oh,
Like for Zach to pull away pants, not all of the buttons like were working, and I'm just like, I have done this hundreds of times, but I don't know what it is. It's like the universe is like, okay, now you're ready, now you're good to go. When everyone's gonna see it, now it's not gonna work. So that's when the malfunctions happen. Like obviously these were great crowds and everything, but that's usually for me during the live performances when things would really go awry.
Wow.
Yeah, still had a good time though, so that's what really matters.
There you go.
Yeah,
Hey,
and you
there's
couldn't tell in
always
the
gonna be
video.
those comedy of errors. So
right.
Yeah.
there's always that. So
Yeah.
always the comedy of errors.
Yeah,
That's what
but, you know,
that's what I call it when I have like something bad happens. I was like, oh, I made a mistake. The comedy of errors.
yeah, like the William Shakespeare play?
Muppet?
Or okay, sorry, I must be thinking of something else then, because I swear to God there
Yeah.
was a play that he wrote that was called that, but
No,
Okay.
no. There isn't a play call that. I could look it up at a later time if you want, but yeah.
nah, dude, AP Lit was a long time ago for me. We don't need to go back there. Trauma.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're way done with APA stuff. We're not in school no more. We've entered adulthood
I
here.
was gonna say some of you have been in school a lot more sooner, like more recently than us, so it's a little fresher for you, my guy. We're a lot older than you.
Man, yeah, I'm still behind. But hey, I might as well enjoy my age. You only turn into
You
that age
should,
once.
as you
Enjoy.
should, man. Dude,
I'm in no
100%.
rush here. I might as well just
No,
enjoy it.
don't be.
Yes.
Don't
So
take it so seriously, man. Like, have fun
Mhm.
in whatever
oh,
you do, anything.
oh yeah, of course.
Hmm.
Definitely. Definitely. Um, Now, as a couple, how do you navigate the tension between keeping cosplay fun and treating it as a serious art form?
Well, that's kind of a tough question to answer because I feel like we don't take it too seriously.
Oh, we just do it just
We're
because.
yeah, we just do it for fun. You know what I mean? Like, yes, like I mean, I do a lot more of the craftsmanship side of things, you know, with my prop making and my wig styling. But even then, it's just sort of like when I'm in it, we're just having fun. I mean, but I think that, you know, Prince and I, we have this chemistry with each other and we're able to let our guard down and it's just so fun and we act a fool and it's just a good time. So I wouldn't like I would say that because we don't take it serious, the art almost creates itself. You know what
Yes.
I mean? You know, it's like I said, if you're passionate and you're having fun and it's a positive thing for you, it's gonna show. If that's what you're going for, it will happen naturally. Me and Prince, when we met, we just had this instant connection, and that never faded even when we didn't talk
No.
over the years, and it's only gotten better since we started dating.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I would say that it's able to be art and beautiful because we're not serious,
Yes.
if that makes sense.
Sometimes being not serious doesn't have to be a thing all sometimes being serious doesn't have to be a thing all the time. Like being
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
serious, I'm free to do whatever I want. If I have to like create stuff without even thinking or just go crazy or just be in the zone, you can be in the zone too. There's
Yeah.
also that. When I be doing my Twitch streams, I usually stay up until like 5 a.m. in the morning trying to beat this game and streaming on Twitch. I did
Yep.
that for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League last year, and I didn't beat the game. I did not die once because I was being serious about beating the game, and I didn't go to sleep until like 5 a.m. in the morning because I wanted to make videos.
That's crazy, man. I haven't been able to do that in a long time, so
Right.
enjoy it. Have
Enjoy it,
fun.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
I did have some Mountain Dew with me, so there's that.
I do love me some Baja Blast.
Oh, yes.
So
Good
yeah,
stuff.
and
My
some
heart and
chips.
my stomach doesn't love it, but
So
I
just,
told
but don't worry, I made sure to brush my teeth after I was finished.
you.
yeah, but yeah, you should.
Yes.
Make sure
Yeah.
I eat properly.
Yes,
You know
that
I get
too.
on you
Per,
about that, babe. You
per,
know I
got
get
per,
on you about that.
I
she
tell you,
got me having beef jerky. 'Cause I was on
For
the
breakfast?
I was in the rush. I had to get to the training.
For breakfast, babe.
I just took
Are you
this.
for realsies right now?
You know what I mean?
Oh
Despite
my god.
it.
Yeah, Prince isn't a morning person, Phil.
I'm like,
Prince isn't a morning person, so like they're just like if they
I
got
can
somewhere to
tell.
be, they're
I
gonna
can
be
tell.
there on time or late. And I'm like, babe,
I'm like, I'm gonna just take this. It's easy to go and just eat while I'm driving.
you could get a sandwich, you can get a breakfast meal, anything but like road trip food, babe. That's not a meal.
Because I'm over here like, I want to risk being late while I'm waiting at a drive-through.
Prince out here acting like he's at a con when he's going to work, Phil. Like he got me so worried.
Listen, it kept me afloat until it was lunchtime. I'm just
I
saying.
know.
Oh yeah. Hey, to be honest, I thing is every time I go to those conventions, I'm just focused on me like oh every voice actor before I have to leave. But I was like, slow
Sure,
down,
sure.
enjoy the convention, slow down, enjoy the festivities. That's what I had to learn now this year, 2024. I was still in my amateur state, but plus I do like some of the food they got over there. So there's that.
Yeah, it's expensive, but you know, it's good at least,
Some
depending.
it's worth it though. I'm
Hey,
just
you got to make sure you're eating and fuel up. So there's
yeah.
that too.
That's true.
I'm trying to work on eating breakfast in the mornings too. Like I don't know. I think
Yeah, you should
somebody
do that
ate
too,
all the
babe.
breakfast bars. If they can hear me through the walls over
I
there.
know. Yeah,
So
how I eat. If I don't have time, I'm not rushing nowhere. Then yeah, sure, I'll eat properly. But if I gotta rush somewhere,
yeah, just pick up some Starbucks or something. I get a grilled cheese sandwich.
Prince don't even got time for that, Phil.
I'm
Cause
sorry.
he's sleeping so late. Cause
Hold
he's
on, that's
sleeping so late.
the place I had to go to was far. Now, if it was
That's
close,
fair.
if it was close, then yeah, sure, I would get something like that. But
That's fair. That's fair, but
it was like a different. It's like it was going to a different city. That's how far it was. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Okay, cut
this
me
is
some.
what happens when you're dating someone type A, Phil. Like I meticulously plan everything. Itinerary. You should have seen it when I went to go visit Prince. Phil. I was like, we're gonna shoot these characters, we're gonna shoot these videos, we're gonna be at this
Yeah.
location at this time. Like literally, like to like the hour and the minute. And Prince is like, I might grab me some beef jerky on the way. And I'm just like
Wow, that must have been a crazy day for y'all.
yeah, we're very different, but we have a lot in common too. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm regaining myself here from all the laughter. Don't make my stomach hurt from all this laughing.
You're welcome. Like I
All
said, you
right.
gotta have fun, man. Don't take it so
Like
serious.
this is why I'm the goofy one in this relationship because this one over here getting on my case how I eat.
God forbid your girlfriend takes care of you.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
Hey,
At
hey,
least
Prince. Hey, Prince. That just means she cares about you, okay?
she cares. She
Yeah, I
cares.
didn't realize that was a crime, babe. My bad. My
Hey,
bad.
at least I'll let you know I got food in my stomach. I'm
I
not
know.
starving myself.
I guess. You might as well though. It's tried me.
There you
Road
go.
trip food. But
Alright,
it's okay. I'm just big on food. You know what I mean? I'm kind of a food snob, so big foodie.
you're the food.
Gotcha.
You're
All
Hmm.
right.
the food.
Next one. You've likely met a lot of people in the cosplay scene. Who has had the biggest impact on you, whether through support, friendship, or collaboration?
I mean, outside of each other, the two of us.
Yeah.
Um, well, I told you I met Yaya Han. That was really cool for me. That was really awesome. She was very nice. She was very supportive. For me, honestly, photographers. I mentioned that briefly, but like building a relationship or at least like meeting photographers that I like, that has really helped me so much. Like me and Prince for our Sororiku photos, Literally, we went to a sushi train restaurant because the first time we met, we did our video as Cloud and Tifa at this restaurant, and I was like, we should go back as Cloud and Tifa. And the photographer that we worked with, he was there, and we became friends. And he was like, "Do you want to combine our tables?" And we had dinners together. And I was like, "You doing anything tomorrow? You want to do a shoot?" Like, because we just vibed that well. So honestly, like really good photographers that I know and trust and honestly just get along well with, that is such an important thing for me. Even earlier tonight, I was planning Witcher cosplays with a friend of mine here, and I asked her, I was like, "Do you have a preference on photographers?" She's like, "No, anyone that you work with, I'm happy to work with because I trust your judgment because your photos are fire." So it's like just really having that chemistry and that connection, really with anyone in the creative space. So like, of course, me and Prince were dating, so we have that natural chemistry. But I've done like ship cosplays and like family cosplays with friends because again you have to have some sort of a connection. Like if I don't like you, it's probably not going to look good in the photos, right? And why would I spend time, money, and effort on a cosplay, driving to the where we're shooting and then paying this photographer and possibly editing photos if the photographer doesn't edit it? Why would I do that if I don't like you? So like honestly, my for me personally, people that I like and have a connection with, and that may be the simple answer, but that's what has really worked for me.
Definitely got to make sure you have those connections. Listen,
Yeah.
listen, sometimes I'll come up to person. I want to make sure I have a cordial conversation first and introduce them, like what they do and stuff. That's how I went down to when I went downtown in Savannah. I had like conversations with everybody because I was trying to find more SCAT students to talk to. Yeah,
Mm,
I just tried to find a way to introduce the conversation. They worked at the
yeah.
stores. I talked about the store and everything. That's how we got deep into like doing more content now because now I got a few other people from those stores who do like a lot of like creative arts and everything to come on and hop on and talk to me. So same thing what you guys doing. Make sure you have a good, strong connection. Make sure you know the person very well because sometimes they hide who they truly are. And and before it's too late, when they take off that mask.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Always comes off eventually, man. Like some people it takes longer, but I always say that people will always eventually show you who they really are. And when they do, you gotta believe them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it's an unfortunate truth in this world. You know what I mean? It's not everyone is meant, to stay in your life forever, and that's
mhm.
okay.
And listen, then there's no saying, and I've heard this a while. It's been here for a lifetime. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time.
100%. 100%.
Number 14, and we're almost done. Then we'll be at the finale. Um, have you faced challenges with representation or misconceptions in the cosplay community? You're probably gonna. I know what the answer is, and how have you handled them?
What do you think, babe? I know we talked about this a lot.
I just trolled him. I'm sorry because there was one time where I did. Listen, there was one time where they left me a monkey emoji when I did Ichiro Kurosaki, and I said I'm happy to be a Super Saiyan. What's up? Okay, so it's like I mean, and also like there was another time where I just walked off because I'm just like, okay, let me just meet my group because when I first did Cloud, they're like, oh, you look awesome and everything, and then this dude was like, okay, but there's just one thing. It was the way he said it. It's like I don't remember Cloud getting a sunburn or suntan. I'm just like, and this is where you fucked up. Goodbye. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna deal with it. But yeah, so like social media wise, if you want to like type to me, I will get you back. I'll make you look stupid. But in person, I have to walk off because I don't want to get kicked out at a con to give my fist. But if it has to happen, depending how it goes,
Yeah, for
some people
me,
your skin. So just like
yeah, I don't know. For me, it's never really happened online. It's surprisingly more so in person. And I don't know why. Like maybe because I don't know if it's unfortunately or fortunately, but it seems like racism towards Asian people is a lot more accepted or really brushed off a lot easier. I was gonna say, I was like that, like we would need a whole nother podcast for that, dude, because there's so much nuance and history behind that. But I'll never forget, I was like vending at a convention. So I'm at my table, so I'm technically working, right? Like, so I can't leave and I have to be nice to you, right? And this guy comes up to me and he asks me if I had eyelid surgery. And I was like, no, no. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm pretty sure. And he's like, well, I know all about Asian eye shapes, and like you have hooded eyes. And I'm like, I
What?
think I know a little bit about Asian eye shapes too, bro. And like, not all Asians have monolids. It was incredibly awkward, and like, like Prince says, like he likes to walk off, but I couldn't walk off. You know what I mean? And like he's a potential customer. I wasn't gonna make a scene. So I was just sort of like, so I just kind of laughed uncomfortably and shrugged it off. But it's like, like what, why? Like why do people have to make our racial identity the forefront of this? Like I said, it's not about that. Like Prince and I have also talked about it because us POC cosplayers get this all the time. People say you should cosplay this character because they're the same race as you. Like I remember meeting another person at a con and they were like, you should cosplay Ada Wong. And I was like, why? I've never even played those games. What happened to the gatekeeping nerds that were like, you got to be a real fan? Like, don't you care if I played the games? Like, so I knew it was all about race.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's already such little representation for our specific races, and then people like to pigeonhole us into that because we happen to identify that way. So that's more so the problem. I would like, yes, there's a lack of representation, but I think the bigger problem is people feeling like we have to cosplay certain characters just because they look like us. You know what I mean? It's like it doesn't matter. It's a drawing, guys. It's a drawing. It's a computer animation. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's what I was like too, because I told this to Destiny and others, like, and I
Yeah.
also spoke to Anime Inc. Art. She's in New Jersey. I was like,
Nice.
why do y'all even care? It's not even real.
No,
And,
it's not real.
they did the same thing with Halle Bailey, the Little Mermaid. Same thing. They did the same thing with Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. I was like, it ain't real. Why
That's
do you
right.
guys care? So it was just
God, Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, it's
so again, like I said before, it seems the call is coming from inside your own house.
Mhm.
Other
Mhm.
phrase and other thing too, I was like, hey, I'll take shit nobody gives a fuck about for 500.
Yeah,
So I was like,
100%.
you think anyone cares about how you feel about this character? You think anyone cares? And I was saying, first of all, let's pretend that you're doing this, that you're going to every cosplay account that you see and doing this cringy protest that you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Like
I'll never.
it's ridiculous.
It's stupid. Right?
Absolutely ridiculous. Like again, like this is for fun. It's not for accuracy. You know
But
what I mean?
like the same people that get on us for saying like, oh, that's the wrong skin color, whatever, are the same ones that are like, oh, we're just doing it for fun, though. But
make it make sense.
makes sense. Yeah, like we're telling you what you're doing is offensive with the whole blackface thing.
Yeah.
Y'all sitting here saying, oh, we're doing this for fun. It's all about fun. Why can't cosplay be about fun? But you get on us for cosplaying the wrong skin.
Yeah.
I can't, I'm sorry, I can't change my skin.
There was something else that I spoke to Brandon Loera. He was a voice actor. I talked about him about representation and voice acting because there's a number of people like Caitlin Glass. She's trying to bring more diverse people in these anime shows. If y'all
Ooh,
familiar with her, she's a voice actor.
okay.
There was Brandon told me about something that happened with Zeno Robinson. They said he wasn't black enough for this character. And I
Mm.
was like, what? It,
What does
they,
that
they,
even mean, dude? Like how? Like
Sure.
dark? Like the darkness of your skin, culture? Like what makes a person more black than the next person?
You're voicing a character.
like that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Like, if y'all don't like
I
the
don't
show, don't watch it.
understand. Yeah, yeah, because it's like then if we're gonna get into the weeds of it, then like if that's the case, then we have to make sure that we cast every single person that is like 100% like lineage with the character that they're voicing, which is we know genetically impossible. Genetically impossible. Like it's absolutely ridiculous.
And I think that same thing happened because Zena Robinson, he voiced Hawks in My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
Hawks as a white character. AJ Beckles voices Ocaron and Don to Don. He's a white
yeah,
character.
yeah,
The thing is, I don't care who voices them as long as the show comes out great. And I think I
yeah.
like how diverse people like Emily Neves, Caitlin Glass, Jade Action, they're trying to bring as many diverse people into these shows because there have been a lot
Yeah.
of Hispanic people and
Mhm.
Japanese and Vietnamese characters that are trying to portray all these characters that we see on our screen because mostly Japanese people doing all these characters that we've also saw. So I
Mhm.
think it's nice that they're doing that, but still, there's still people in the comic section, of course. But I was like, they're just doing it for attention. So it really don't. It doesn't matter what they think as long as the story's good. Like I said
Yeah.
before, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. We don't care. Keep your opinions to yourself because nobody asked.
Nobody.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, all the time. Like, I always say like you are 100% entitled to your opinion, but I'm 100% entitled to not agree with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just because you have an opinion doesn't make it true. Feelings aren't facts. Hate to
Mhm.
break it to some of y'all. So that's
See,
how I
see,
navigate it.
it's the same thing that happened to a dude. He was like in his his business shirt. He was like, "Hey, what you say? Maybe, just maybe, if you want to go up to people and harass them and tell them how much you don't approve of their existence when they didn't ask for your opinion,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that, don't do it in your company shirt.
Right.
Don't do it
Mhm.
with an item of clothing that has your fucking phone number and giant letters scribbled across the back."
Yeah, dude. Or like, like that photographer that changed his name, right? Like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Mhm,
This is literally it's like anime, it's video games, it's pop culture, it's for fun. It's not that serious.
mhm.
Like you don't have to like don't create a problem that's not there. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Exactly,
Yeah.
and the guy who was at that pool, he was talking about it. He doesn't approve of a gay couple's existence, of course. So
Mhm.
yeah, so I was like, yeah. So I have to say that was a very unwise business move. Oh, it's not good. Like if you're going to harass people, maybe don't do it in your company shirt while representing the business.
100%. Yeah.
Or better yet, keep your opinions to yourself because nobody asked.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sorry,
Audacity.
I listen.
No.
These conversations they get me just fired up and just start venting.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, feel the fire, dude. Rengoku this. Set your heart ablaze, man. I love the passion. Do it, man. Always.
I got you. Number 15, and then we'll be at the last section. Okay, I know it's been a long, but we're having a good conversation here.
No, this was good, man. I'm
So,
having a good time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm having a good
what's
time.
what's the most meaningful interaction you've ever had with someone who connected with your cosplayer content?
Oh, I know the one. You need some time to think on it, babe, because I got one.
Yeah. Anytime.
Okay. All right. So I think I can't remember if it was like this last year. I think it was this past year. I vended at this really small convention at the University of Chicago called UICon. And the only reason I did it was because it was in between me doing Anime Milwaukee and Anime Magic. So, like, geographically, that was like really close by and the dates worked out. So, it was like a really small con, like, I think in like the library or something. And Final Fantasy VII Rebirth had just come out, so I had like full Zack cosplay, like with the armor and everything. But no one really knew who Zack was because not many people have played his game, played Crisis Core. So everyone kept mistaking me for Cloud. So I was like really upset. I was really angry. But there was one girl that literally like chased me down because I was like walking somewhere and she chased me down and like she was like, "Can I please get a selfie with you? Zach is my favorite character of all time." And like we got selfies on my phone and her phone. And like we even got like a little Polaroid. And when we were done, she starts crying and she was like, "Thank you so much because I love this character." And I was, like, crying because I love this character too. I played the original Crisis Core on the PSP, And like that was like a genuine connection of like you're just like me. You love this character too, you love this story, and like I was like, this is why I gotta keep doing this. You know what I mean? Like this is it. Like this is like platinum right here. You know, just that genuine connection. It's it's indescribable. I love it. So I definitely that was a very big one.
That's nice. That's nice. And like you told me before, it's okay to cry. It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I cry at everything, but like that was a big one.
That's really nice. I wish I could have been there
Yeah.
to see that. That's must have been. You got to have those nice little heartwarming moments.
I was genuinely surprised because like no one was recognizing me, bro. Like the game had just come out, so like not many people had a chance to play it, but like that was great. So definitely like that girl, that was a big moment for me, but just any of those moments all the time.
Keep having those moments, Bliss. Keep
Hmm.
having those moments.
Yeah.
Prince, are you ready for yours?
Okay, I think I have one. So there was a time where it was a con we had before it. I think it was the last one, but I remember doing Virgil from Don't Make Cry, but a Gen Burn version. And there's this little boy that cosplayed Inuyasha. Like he had this sword and
Hmm.
thing, and they're like, "Can my son take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure. Have demon human, sure, why not?" So I crouched down, and this little boy was just looking at me like he wants to learn from Virgil. And like the moment they took that shot, it oh my god, I wish I had it. I don't know if I saved it or it got erased. I don't know, but that was the most epic, gorgeous shot. Like he looked like he was willing to learn from Virgil. And like he was in character, he had the sword in his like on his shoulder and everything, and he was just keeping close. Like I feel like I was protecting him. It was so cute. You could just hear the people in the background going, "Oh my god!" So it sparks my heart when you do something like that, and I'm just like, that is so cute. And I think I remember when he gave me a hug, and I'm just like, I don't want to let him go. It was just so precious. I just love having those precious moments. So yeah.
That must be amazing. Amazing. He had the sword and everything.
The sword, the ears, everything. I was like, oh my god, he's so cute.
Well, they gotta make it accurate for you guys, right?
Yeah.
If
They
they
got
want.
to, otherwise it's not
Yeah.
gonna be good.
I was like, oh
I
my god,
don't
I gotta see if I still have it. I was like, that's like my favorite moments. I'm like, I want to keep
Yeah.
it.
I love seeing kids cosplay, like really young kids especially. Like, because I always think about if I got into it even earlier, like, God, what level would I be? But like, just I love this hobby so much that, I get a little envious because it's like, if only would have been able to start earlier so I could enjoy this longer, you know?
Mhm.
Like, not that I'm super old, bro. Like, there's plenty of time, but I wish I would have started before, like much younger. So when I see kids like that and like we have these moments, again, it's indescribable. It's phenomenal. Just so good.
I would say keep doing that. Make sure you hey listen, keep doing cosplays. I've seen a lot of people who do like those sort of things. Like the girl with the birthmark that was like Todoroki online and everything.
Oh
Like she
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
I
And
tried
she
out that too.
and David Matraga met her for the first time. I was like,
Yeah.
now that's a true superhero right there.
Yes. That was
Yeah.
so
No, really, dude. Like 100%. Like
When I
that.
first saw her, I was like, please meet Todoroki voice actor. Please meet him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Please meet him. And he finally met her this year.
Mhm.
I was
I was
breaking
happy.
up. I
Yeah,
was
that was
like,
so sweet.
because when I saw that, I was like, she has to meet one of the voice actors. They went to GalaxyCon and she met him. I met David Matraga back in June. So I was thinking in my head while I was getting his autograph, has he thought about the little girl who looks like Todoroki a little bit?
I
Is he
bet he
gonna meet him?
does.
I didn't mention it to him because I was supposed to get my a signature from him,
Mhm.
but I was like, he'll figure it out on his own. He's a smart person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, so I'll let the voice actor deal with that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's very similar things to what we experience in cosplay too. You know, like for us, it's a very brief moment, but for that kid, they're gonna remember that forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's gonna create such an impact that they'll carry with them into adulthood. And I think that we need a little more of that positivity in the world. There's is so bleak, it's so bad. We need to add as much good that we can, and I'm happy that we're able to do it this way and that voice actors are able to do it that way too.
It goes to show you that there's more to anime than just voicing characters and dressing up and just showing out.
100%.
It's about compassion
100%.
for others as well.
Yeah,
And like I said
absolutely.
before, when I watch these shows, they got real life stories.
They do,
Mhm.
So let's keep telling everybody about it, okay?
Yeah,
For people who don't know, let's just keep educating.
yeah.
for
Absolutely.
sure.
So, well, we are at the end. Last 5 questions. So, community and future. Your work blends humor, beauty, and representation. What do you hope people walk away with after seeing your content?
Hmm. For me, I I want for one moment, if I could make someone feel good in any type of way, that's what I want. Be it like they laugh for a second or it inspires them to try this character to cosplay it as well, or even to like have a like have a little curiosity of, "Oh, I don't play Final Fantasy. Let me check this out. Let me see what it's about." Anything that could really impact someone, like I said, in a good way, that's what I want. Or even outside of that, like seeing someone who looks like me or represents the same way, like sexuality, gender-wise, if they can feel represented through me doing it, that's really important to me too. So, if I could impact someone's life positively, even a little bit, just for a small moment, that's definitely what keeps me going personally.
I like them to be inspired, especially like when they see my craft, and like I like to have a little small discussion with them because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, I'm scared to try out cosplay because my skin tone." I say, "Hey, don't worry about that. Do what you want to do. Like do it because you want to, the love of it and everything." And I told them like, "Look, you're going to have trolls no matter what. So just keep that in mind. But don't be afraid and just have fun with it. And be creative with it. And like you said, like if they're curious about the game or the anime, what we're cosplaying, they might want to check it out and see what it's all about."
And every post I saw that from you guys, it's all about being positivity and storytelling. Y'all want to make sure y'all explain the context of what y'all doing every part. And I've seen that on every post that y'all done. Y'all took your time to explain the context of how y'all came up with these photos and everything.
Mhm.
So keep in mind. Next question. How do you see your role in the cosplay community as entertainers, educators, advocates, or something else?
I'm more of a on the entertaining side, slightly educating. Like it just depends who I bump into. So like again, if someone like is curious on when to check out the cosplay, I tell them how it is. If they need like a little bit of help with the wig styling, I just give them the basics. Like, hey, let's try this out. I'll even provide you a video on how to do it because there's some people that are more of a visual learner. I'm a visual learner. I have to see how to do it versus explaining it. So I'd be happy to educate a little bit on that. But mostly, I love to have people laugh or like enjoy my posts and all. So yeah, so mainly entertaining, but I really don't mind educating, depending what it is.
Yeah, for me, a lot of the same too. You know, I like being a resource for people. I'm more than happy and open for people to ask me how I do things. I really don't believe in gatekeeping. You know, I really hate the mindset that people have of like, "Oh, I learned this the hard way. I did it the hard way, so do you." No, I don't believe in that one bit. I think that because you have worked hard to like hone your skills, you should share it. And even like if you're like one of the first people to do something a certain way, I guarantee you you're not. You know what I mean? Like there like and if you are, you should share it. But that's very unlikely. You know, these things, this way of doing things has been around for such a long time that there's no way you are the only person or the first person to implement this type of skill. So really, yeah, for me, I really like the education side. I like being a resource for people. Like, sure, it's great if people commission me to do work for them, but like I want to empower and inspire people to do it themselves to kind of get that, that little rush of achievement when you're able to make it happen. So, and if not, I definitely am very upfront with that and kind of lead people to other individuals that might be a better resource for that, which is why networking is really important for me too. And I'm always happy to talk to people and meet people from all walks of life, from all forms of media and art. Because just because someone doesn't do something that you do doesn't mean there isn't something that you can learn from them. I always say if you're the smartest person in the room, leave that room. You always have something to learn. We all have something to teach each other. So definitely for me, more so the education side as well. But I also like making people laugh and entertaining them also. So
Sometimes you got to add comedy and education together. It
yeah,
works. And, you just, I think either way, you two just want to make sure that all your profiles, the art that you've done, everything you've done can reach out and help somebody.
yeah, for real.
It makes
Honestly.
day too. It can make somebody's day, like if they're feeling upset. So,
Yeah.
like there's a comment. They were like, "Oh, you just made my day. Thank you." I'm like, "Hey," so it works out.
Yeah. Like it's called a community for a reason. I know we don't always act like it, but
It's true. It's true. And apparently I'm part of the community now because, Destiny and others said I'm part of the community because I be wearing a lot of pop culture shirts, anime shirts and stuff.
yeah.
I'm just the guy who wants to talk to cosplayers to understand you guys. So I'm guessing I'm pretty much part of this.
Yeah, you are, man. Welcome.
Welcome.
Um, 18, if you could create a dream cosplay project with unlimited time and resources, what would it be and how would you bring it to life together?
Oh. Mm, that's a toughie because there's a few. I dream cosplays for me. The biggest one is Angel Woman from Digimon. I have no idea how I would implement that. Maybe piping for the wings and then cutting out the individual feathers. This is something that's been on the back of my mind for a long time. Um, Another one that's probably really niche, and I don't know if I'll ever put in the time and effort into doing it, but like you said, if money wasn't a factor, materials, time wasn't, the Warrior of Light from the original Final Fantasy. Like, I've always wanted a big armored build, so that would probably be, like, top for me. Like, if I were to make that cosplay, I'd be like, "No other cosplay can top this." Like, just a big armor build.
For me, here's the thing. I can't do armor for shit. But if I had that time and everything, I wanted to do Lars Alexanderson from Tekken. Like his armor is just so freaking
It
cool.
is cool.
I liked his Tekken 7 version where he has that red cape too. I was like, dude, that's
Mhm.
pretty dope. And then I also want to try out Star-Lord from Marvel Rivals. I was like, yo, what is this? I like the coat, the armor, the way his guns are, like the mask. I want to do that so bad, but there's no way. But I'm like, if I could, like I will definitely get some help for those that knows how to build, because like I know a few people that can do it, that want to do it. But money, money. But if it wasn't like that, heck yeah, I would go for it.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
go
I
for
it's
say
it.
you
not
should.
getting any cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I say, hey Prince, I say you should plan for that in the next 5 months or so. It's possible.
Let's hope a few $1,000s just fall from the sky in Prince's house.
We'll have to play the Ode to Joy, the Ode to Joy thing.
Yeah.
Look, I got some present. 3D printing stuff, with mask and all. I was like, yeah, let's do it. But money. I gotta keep a roof over my head, man.
Yeah, we gotta
I'm
eat,
hey,
bro.
hey, priorities first. Priorities first.
Yeah.
I'm trying to and the thing is I'm trying to work on paying my stuff up now. Because I
Right.
did say when I turned 25, I was gonna work on paying stuff off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't get any cheaper, unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
Well, we always find a way to make it work.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
You find ways to make it stretch, okay?
So anyway, besides you two and Cosplay and Freckle Bites, what advice would you give to other couples who want to cosplay together but might be nervous about putting themselves out there?
Don't treat this like a competition. Because listen, there are some times where these couples they will cosplay together, but then they start getting envious of each other. Like, oh, this person got more interaction than I do. No, look, you guys are a couple. You're working as a team. Who cares who has more likes and what? Support each other. Please. Just you guys are human, you guys are in a relationship. Have fun with it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Always support and celebrate each other. Like your partner, but you too. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's really cliche, but like if like you don't care and love yourself, how can you expect your partner to? So always support each other 100%. Like this is not an easy hobby. And as we discussed, it's not the kindest either. So why would you want to hurt your partner that way? Especially when this is supposed to be an escape for you, when this is supposed to be fun. That's why you started doing it together in the first place. So I guess that would be my biggest advice is to remember why you're doing this and why you care about each other. Because a good couple, good relationships, not just like romantic, but like friendships, business, anything, it's like you have to work well together. You have to be able to celebrate one another because otherwise you're not going to be able to create anything. You know what I mean? If you have to force it, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So,
That and you got to explore, pros and cons,
yeah,
advantages and disadvantages, strengths and weaknesses,
a
Yes.
100%.
all those stuff.
100%, especially the strengths and weaknesses. You're
Yes.
not the same person, but you work well together because one of you is good at this and like maybe not so great at that, but then the other might know a thing or two about that. So you're able to complete each other in a way that no one else can. That's why you're
Mhm.
together in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So definitely recognize each other's strengths and weaknesses and always be there for each other, not just for the strengths, but for when you're feeling a little weak too.
Mhm.
That's why you have your partner. So definitely always support each other. That's my biggest advice.
Yes. So, last one, number 20. Looking ahead, do you imagine cosplay as a stepping stone to something larger? Filmmaking, comedy, fashion, etc. Or do you just see it as the heart of your creative identity?
Anything's possible when it comes to cosplay because there are some people that cosplay is actually, their income, but also we also got to keep in mind that things can happen. So for me, it's more on the entertaining side, just having fun with it because again, like look what happened with COVID for prime example. Like people were starting to not get much what was it money from that stuff because they're like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do? Like this is my only way to do this or that. And now I gotta figure things out, how to keep my house. So honestly, like if you know what you're doing, then great. But if you are trying to make it your career, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you got it, then you got it. So again, it depends how things go. But like I said, for me, just more just it's just a hobby and just having fun with it.
Yeah, and honestly, me too. Like, it, if that were to happen, sure, it'd be an interesting thing to explore, but that's never the end goal for me. This is just a hobby. It's just a creative outlet, a little bit of escapism, and just for fun. It's honestly a form of this is gonna sound ironic because I said I suffered for it earlier, but like a form of self-love. You know, it's almost like a love letter to myself because like when it all comes together, just like it's like, wow, this looks great, or it's better than I imagined. It's, you feel good. You get like a little bit of an endorphin rush, you know what I mean? Like it's again, it's never about getting anything external. It's all internal. Because if you expect your happiness and feeling completeness externally, you're never going to get it. You have to build it from within. You have
Yes.
to find it for yourself. Like, yes, it's great to do it with other people. Like me and Prince are a prime example of that. Like we have a great time together. But at the end of the day, we are our own cosplayers with our own identities and our own like lives and way of looking at things. Like when we come together, we're able to create good things, but we're also our own individual people. So you have to make sure that you are happy with yourself and know why you're doing this. Like, again, as Prince said, if that's something that you want and you're willing to put in the time, work, and effort for it, great. But that's not why we're here. We're just here for a good time.
Yes.
So for me, probably not.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with having for a good time. Like, make sure,
Yeah,
like, like I said, when I started something, I had to make sure I know exactly why I'm doing all this. The
100%.
reason why I'm doing this because I want to understand you guys' experiences, y'all backstories, and how y'all maybe this could help someone who wants to do the same thing. And
Yeah.
pretty much, me, since I'm doing independent journalism, this is kind of like a form of independent journalism. So I am
Hmm.
letting y'all like have this platform to be on, for people to enjoy and listen. So so far it's working great. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
I'm glad, man.
People are enjoying, like, people are liking the conversation. Even my family wants to check out all the good work I've been doing. So
Nice.
they just want to hear you guys stories out.
That's
Well,
great.
yeah, no, we appreciate you asking us on here, you
Yes.
know?
No
Yeah, I
problem.
enjoyed every moment of
Hey,
it.
listen, there's like billions of y'all to talk to, not just in
Yeah.
the US, like Canada, Japan, Singapore, a lot of people across the globe.
Dude, like I've been following so many German cosplayers because so many of them cosplay Final Fantasy. They're all German. It's crazy. It's great.
Yes, I'm from the UK,
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's amazing. Like
Yep.
literally, like the community is so large and we can learn so much from each other. And it's
Yes.
all because we're a bunch of nerds that just happen to like this anime, this game, like this character. It's insane,
Yes.
dude. We're all
Nerd,
connected. It's
nerd,
amazing. Yeah.
blurs, techno geeks. It's an endless array of names I could throw out there, but
Yeah, it's
I don't
crazy.
mind because some people be looking at me because when I was at the festival last week, the tattoo festival, he was
Yes.
like, he's got so much gear on himself. I was like, I don't mind being techno geek. It's what I am. I like all this stuff to document my adventures and everything and
Oh,
talk to people.
Mm, yeah. Do you, bro?
mhm. As long as
Everybody's journey is different.
yes.
So, well, I think that wraps up everything. I know we had a long conversation, but that's what makes it perfect, right? Because we almost talked for 2 hours.
Oh, wow. That long already? Dang.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, no.
It's getting close to 10 p.m. on my side. So you get the picture. But
Yeah.
anyway, thanks for being on here. This is Bliss and Prince. Make sure y'all check out their cosplay profiles. Very amazing work they done. And remember, they're doing this for fun and just telling their perspectives and context. So feel free to ask some questions if you can.
Thank you for having us.
All right. Well, anyway, it's nice talking to you guys.
Pleasure.
All
Pleasure.
right.
All right, thanks, man.
All right. Bye.